In this one, we're a powerful fortune-telling witch who's been exiled by her coven. 200 years later, all she wants is revenge. Hi, I'm MadMorph, and this is a full playthrough of the early demo for the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, and wow, I am in love with this game. Be aware that a little bit later on in this demo there is some saucy and naughty language, and hit subscribe for more indie gaming playthroughs. Follow me up on Instagram or TikTok at MadMorph, because I've already posted about this game when it was first announced, so that's the place to go to hear about these new games first. And as always, if you want me to read you a bedtime story and tuck you in, then follow me up on Down to Sleep. That's my podcast where I read books to you. It's got its own channel, youtube.com/downtosleep, and it's on Spotify and everywhere you get podcasts. But now, hit that like button, sit back and relax, and let's become a witch. Eternal void. Heed the words of a prisoner. I beg of you, send me a curse to break this immortal isolation. Hear the chant my mentor once forbid me to recite. Stranger to my soul, invade my body. Stranger to my soul, invade my mind. Grant me an eye to see beyond my torment. Take my pride, my sorrow, my chains. Turn them into power, wisdom, revenge. Stranger to my soul, invade my magic. Stranger to my soul, become my faith. That's a beautiful song. It feels great to be awakened again. Who are you? Oh. My name is Fortuna. I'm a witch. Why did you summon me? Because I would rather lose my pride than my sanity. Sounds fun. Tell me more. I was condemned to exile by the leader of my coven. Today marks the 200th year of my millennium-long sentence. And I can't take it anymore. I need your help. What do you use as a clock? Humanity's cradle, planet Earth. Oh, 200 human years. That's quite some time. I feel you. I had been imprisoned for 5,402 years until you summoned me. Just imagining this giant sort of magical creature going, I feel you. I feel you. Isolation can really do a number on you. I will help you. I shall become your familiar. Thank you, Abrama. Now get comfortable. We are going to seal a contract. First of all, allow me to express my gratitude. I am really thankful you freed me from my cosmic prison. Of course, welcome. Is something the matter? Not really. It's just that after all the reading I did about behemoths, I didn't expect your behavior to be so mundane. Whoa, mundane. That hurt. Oh. I mean, you're still intimidating, but I always pictured you speaking in archaic poetry or something like that. I like you. I like you so much I'm going to let you pick the terms of our contract. Suddenly looking instantly scarier with the teeth and everything. You will still have to pay a high price for my magic, though. I'm well aware of that. I won't back off. Alright, then let's begin your training. The ceremony is 5 days long. Let me know when you're ready to begin. Right now. You are already my favorite master. The first day is the easiest one. An interview so we get to know each other. Admittance. This has a vibe so far. Tell me about yourself. What is your specialty? I'm a fortune teller. Oh, one of my favorites. Would you mind doing a reading for me? I can't. As part of my sentence, Adana banished my tarot deck. Adana is the leader of my coven. Wow. You must have done something really grave to get exiled and deprived of your magic. I foretold the falling of my coven. Bleak. But how are your visions your fault? After my premonition, the coven was consumed by despair. Many witches came to me for counsel to prepare before the end times. Adana didn't like that. She holds supreme authority in our coven, so she decided to exile me to this wandering asteroid. Our leader determined that even if all covens must fall eventually, advertising their demise only pushes the catastrophe forward. Adana decided my power posed a great danger to the peace inside our coven. She concluded that I had to learn to reason instead of relying exclusively on my gift. So I was sentenced to meditate for a millennium, deprived of my deck. Since I'm here, I deduce that you don't agree with your leader's judgment. She was afraid of my influence. Many of our sisters put their trust in my advice. I'm sure that hag thought I was undermining her supremacy and decided to cast me out. You sure sound sour about it. Would you kill her, should you have the chance? I mean, if somebody sentenced you to an astral place for 1,000 years, alright. So you are a potential killer. I'm glad we have established that. Okay, I will help you recover your powers. Will you get me a new tarot deck? Tarot? No. I mean, tarot is cute, but it is too human-centric to grasp the hidden truths of the cosmos. You will create your own deck. My own deck? I wouldn't even know where to begin. Leave the details to me. That is what these 5 days of training are for. You're going back to which school, Fortuno? For this training, we will review the 4 basic elements of magic. Air, water, earth, fire. Oh no. Don't worry, it will be fun. Plus, you'll get to seal a contract with me for each of those energies. Now, get some rest. Tomorrow, we will start with the invisible energy, air. Okay, Spooky Daddy. Context. Whoa, sneaking up on me. First day of school. Are you nervous? To be honest, I'm just happy to be able to hear something other than my own voice. Ah, that's cool. Today we're going to talk about air. It feels so much like it's to be relatable. Like it doesn't actually mean anything to this being, but it just says things that would be relatable to her. Ha, that's cool. Like a robot. I'm going to focus on what will be useful for creating our own divination deck. Understood? Air represents the invisible, the negative space, that which imbues everything. Air is the collective subconscious, energy within a community, the ecosystem. Air is everything that surrounds us. Air is context. Exactly. Master your air, you will acquire unparalleled awareness. There is power in knowing one's place. Even when isolated, you are one with the cosmos. Now, for the first part of our contract, we will seal our air energies together. Yes, please. As I promised, I will let you decide the nature of every seal. You just need to answer a question. But careful. Your answers will affect your fate dramatically. I'm ready. For the air seal, How do you want to be perceived? How do you want to be perceived? Let's play along and you can answer in comments on the video. Would you want to be feared? Do you want to be adored? Do you want to be pitied? I mean, these are three very interesting answers, right? Because immediately you could be drawn to wanting to be adored and thinking that that is the better option, the light option, because to be feared, to be pitied has such negative connotation with it. But also seeking adoration of others is also a big negative. Like, to me, these are three negative answers of wants and needs. Especially because they're all external and they don't come from within, because it's about perception. But you know, as a witch seeking revenge, I don't think she's going to care about being adored or pitied. I think she wants to be feared, like they've sent her away for 1,000 years. We don't want them to love us, we want them to fear us. Oh, you don't hold back. I like it. Intimidation will serve your ambition well. You will be respected, but it won't be easy to earn other people's trust. I understand. Allow me to seal our air energies together then. Ah, that hurt. That felt good. Can't you feel the power? I feel it, but I also felt like I was tearing apart. Well, girl, I am a behemoth after all. What did you expect? I know. I can take it. Good. Now, focus on that bit of air energy we unlocked. We're going to use it to create our first card. I notice you have a ceremonial tokonoma for witchcraft in the basement. Tokonoma. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm just trying to work out how to say it. Tokonoma. I don't know if that's right. Yes, it is, because I said it. Okay. Head over there and I will teach you to create cards. So I can't move freely around, only to different things. I kind of like the graphics, you know. It fits, it suits the vibe. This is the Arcane Grimoire. Here you'll acquire magic images that can be used to craft your cards. There are 3 types. Spheres for the backgrounds, Arcana for the main figure on the ground. On the card. I don't know why I said ground. It's very early in the morning. And symbols to add some magic pizzazz to your compositions. They all cost magic energy to summon. Right now you can only acquire air-type elements because we've only unlocked the air seal. But you can go on ahead and browse the grimoire to savor your future creations. An enchanted opera house that magnifies the emotions of anything sung inside its chambers. The quicksand graveyard. The pleasant prairie. The moonstone temple. The Jvalana Payash Jyothi. Nailed it. The road. The demonic desert lands. The shipwreck library. Charred battlefield. Canis Majoris. Sunset Docks, Jade Monk's Waterfalls, Grimskull Belt, Nomad Sky Caravan, Titan Quarry, 100 Column Worship, Defrenia, the Red Strings Club, throwback to their previous game there. Forgotten Factory, Magical Post Office. Magical Post Office sounds nice. So wait, am I picking... Oh, I do have enough energy for some of these. So we can either get the Nomad Sky Caravan, the Magical Post Office, the Opera House, the Pleasant Prairie, or the Road. I like the Magical Post Office. A magic forest realm inside the folds of time, only accessible by witches' familiars. The Magical Post Office is the quickest way to send letters and parcels to one witch dominion to another witch's favour. This method of communication, because there is no known way to tamper with it. think I've had a stroke. I'm suddenly reading very strangely. Right, head in the game. Let's go. Magical post office. And on that we shall put... We have the Seed of Knowledge, the Harpy Herald, the Sidereal Lovers, the Shaman, Pilot from the Machina Cult. That looks very cool. The Gold Blower, Wolf Mother and Children, Duchess of Solace. Hello. What's happening here? When a witch draws power from her passion, she can reach a point at which her libido takes control. With her extensive erotic repertoire, the Duchess of Solace has never failed to exhaust a lustful witch and return her to normal. Alright. A pyre for the heretic. A banner bearer. A forbidden door to pleasure. I'm sorry, what did that say? Once a young witch looked through its keyhole and fell victim to a 7-year-long... Okay, addicted, she went back to look again, but this time she exploded into red dust. Alright. By the way, the reason I said that word is not because I'm uncomfortable with it, is because I don't know what gets flagged these days on YouTube. I don't need to get demonetized, you know? Alright, this game's kind of saucy. The Dragon, the Harvest Oracle, the Purple Blood Seeker, Dear Folk Paladin, the Bartender, Avian Dancer, Florist, Astronaut. Okay, so what can we get? I think I can only get that. Oh no. Oh, the Shaman. Shamans have been taking care of the soul and heart of many tribes since the birth of the mortal kin. These mortals can grasp a blur of the ideas we witches weave into the lights of the stars. And then, last symbol. Golden Shovel, Bottomless Jug, Asteroid, Ruby Candle Lamp, Onyx Trumpet, Cane of Sacred Wood, Ether Wings, Glass Trident, Gatukantush, Minister of Secrets, Obsidian Sledgehammer. These all sound like great metal album names. Fire Whip of Dominance, Igniting Saber, Arbiter Book, Jade Roadkeepers, Blue Light Torch, The Inevitable 3, Tower Shield, Swordfish Liquor, right. Hunter Witch Rifle, Dark Matter Bow. So we can get an Onyx Trumpet. Yeah, play the Onyx Trumpet. Let's get the Dark Matter Bow. I like a bit of bow work. Now build your first card. You can move the background and drag and rotate the scale images around. Oh, cool! We actually get to design. Add as many images as you want. Don't worry, it won't cost extra energy. Put your soul into it. We actually get to move stuff around and design a deck. I love that. That's very cool. Can we move the background too? That would be nice. No? Like, it would be cool if this was a big background and we got to, like, scooch it around, right? Doing, doing. So then we've got, what have we got here? Flip them. Bring forward, okay. Oh, duplicate. Wow, you could make some really cool designs, I think. Dun, dun. I feel like this is a feature some people will really love. And then I feel like that should be in your hands, no? Make it small so it doesn't overlap with this bit of bow here. And I'll put that on you. It's so cool. That'll do for now, I think. Oh wait, you can move the background. Oh, awesome. It's right, it was right up here. I didn't spy that. Ah, that's so cool. honestly feel like you would look better in an open patch. The purple stuff kind of clashes, so honestly I should have gone with a different design for this thing, but we'll slip you down here. We'll know what it is, not like in the smoke. Get rid of that. Give you a feather instead. Quill, if you will. The Dove Breeder. The meaning of a card varies depending on which elements you combine. Oh. The magical post office controls the flux of information. They save knowledge. They remember crimes. A dark matter arrow can't be touched, but will be heard. A hurricane of air energy will stir luck and call for the unexpected. Guide, discovery, justice, predestination, luck. Air elements lean towards relationships, community, karma. Pay attention to your studies, so you can tune your divination style towards the ideas you fancy the most. It can be tricky at the beginning. The only way to master this is through experience. Okay. Did you like it? It looks promising. Feels way more complex than tarot, but I can sense its potential. Good. You're only just getting started. It would all make more sense when you try your hand at reading them. We'll wait until you've made at least 2 cards, though. There's not a lot of predestination in shuffling a single card. I'm sorry. You must be tired. Go to bed and review the fundamentals of air. Tomorrow we will unlock your water. Thank you, Abrama. Thanks to you, Fortuna. It will make you happy, I promise. Good night. Tool claims. He is not made of stardust. He can grant you power, but will not understand your heart. Emotion. Lovely soundtrack. O Fortuna, each day me cometh to teach us thee. For briefeth is the cosmos, and eternal thy grief. What are you doing? Ha 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 ha. I thought I could get more in character to satisfy your expectations. I'd rather focus on our studies. Oh, come on. You're not the only one excited about being able to talk to somebody after eternal imprisonment. Loosen up a bit. Oh, leaf familiar. What charm art we studying today? What? That was my laugh, that wasn't even his laugh. Colours me, art thee well. He loves it. Stop, stop. I give up. Come here and teach me your magic. Even joking around doesn't stop you from being intense. Okay, focus, Abrama. Let's begin today's lesson. Also, what a kind of like, I know this is a big spooky behemoth, but what a great pickup line that would be. Come here and teach me your magic. Sorry? The second element we will unlock is water. Water represents substance, meaning the hidden nature of things. Water comes in many shapes: purpose, desire, willpower. Water is everything that lives inside of you. Water is emotion. It's a good synthesis, yes. Master your water, you'll have the key to any heart and soul. There's power in empathy and self-awareness. Water isn't my forte, but I understand. Yeah, I noticed that. But don't worry, I'm here to support you. For the second part of our contract, we will seal our water energies together. Yes, please. Again, you decide the nature of our contract. Answer this question. And remember, your answers will affect your fate dramatically. I know. For the water seal, what is your innermost desire? Power, romance, knowledge. This is basically, I did a YouTube poll last week, I think. And I asked people if they'd rather be super smart or ridiculously good looking. I didn't include a power one. But it was basically this question. And super smart, I think, had 70% and good looking had 30%. So, I mean, you can answer that in a comment too if you want. Which would you rather of these? Would you rather romance? Would you rather be finding romance all the time? Would you be super smart and filled with knowledge, or all-consuming power? Just pretend I'm the behemoth asking you. Let's see. I mean, in character, I don't think Fortuna's going to care about romance. I think it's all about power or knowledge. I think this game might have romance, though. Unless I'm confusing it with another game. I'll have to look into that. She wants to be a powerful, vengeful witch. Oh yeah. For what? Revenge. Control. It's none of your business. That's already a powerful attitude. No witch is unaware of the burdens of power, so I guess you're prepared for what it will bring. I have a question. When will all the contracts we've been sealing become effective? Immediately. I mean, they are etched into the cosmic wheel as we speak. In time it will all come to you, and you will be pretty aware of the moment they're delivered. I see. I can tell you one thing for sure. They'll come in the same order we sealed them. First, you'll start noticing that the Coven is afraid of you. Sometime after, you'll gain access to the power you seek. Then, whatever we seal on your Earth will happen. And finally, in the distant future, you'll pay the price we agree on the fire seal. Price, huh? Everything you've asked for will come at a price. I guess you're summoning spells forbidden for a reason. Having second thoughts. No. I need this. Seal the second contract already. Brace yourself. Ah, my bones. Me getting out of bed. Oh, woohoo. Girl, you have power. Woohoo. I'm an ancient cosmic being. Woohoo. Woohoo. I just hope this torture is worth it. It will be. Have faith. Can I make a new card now? Yes. Same as yesterday. Head to the basement. Oh, woohoo, I'm having such fun here in space with my big old bum. Look at my big insect snaky bum bum. Bro, crate card. Today, you shall make... what's talking to me? I think the Shipwreck Library. The home of a water deity that collects every letter that was never sent or never got to its destination. Witches can purchase this lost knowledge in exchange for unedited poems or beautiful shells. And if you want to head to my very own Shipwreck Library, Down to Sleep, the podcast of bedtime stories where I read books to you to help you fall asleep, including Twilight, The Picture of Dorian Gray, Coraline, The Lord of the Rings, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and so many more. youtube.com/downtosleep, or Spotify, or everywhere you get podcasts, although the YouTube version and the Patreon version are the best versions of the podcast. And on there we shall place the Wolf Mother and her children, perhaps. The forbidden door to pleasure. I think we should put a forbidden door to pleasure under the water. That makes sense. And to go with that, a bottomless jug. That just all makes perfect sense, doesn't it? A glass trident. Swordfish liquor. Swordfish liquor on the door to pleasure. Either all of these fit, or I'm just kind of filthy. Its contents are sour. It pours the unshed tears of the dead. Perfect. So let's see where we want to put this. I feel like with the deity here is probably the best idea. And she could be inside the door to pleasure. Perhaps. And the jug is pouring on her head. Wonderful. I like how you can also, like, seal the door if you want. You know? Got some lights here, make them even bigger. I think that looks nicer. Send it to the back. Sure. High alchemy. The deity in the shipwreck scrutinizes every secret. The door holds the promise for quenching many kinds of thirst. The ever-flowing water from the jugs represents inner desire. A flood of water can unleash hidden potential. Introspection, yearning, passion, power. Now, come upstairs. You're going to read the cards for me. He's like, while I'm young, come on, take your time, do 2 steps at a time, hit a light jog, something. Time for some divination. This is your area of expertise, so you guide me through this. Okay, a card reading with just 2 cards, huh? We need to test if these really work, so I'll do a reading we can confirm on the spot. I'm gonna read your past. Oh, that's bold. I like it. I'm ready. It's been a couple of centuries without my deck. I may be a bit rusty. You just enjoy it. You're among friends here. Okay, it's going to be a very simple reading. I'm going to draw a card and place it on this spot to read into your past. Here we go. This looks so cool. The High Alchemy. You are older than this universe. Or your first love was a witch named Gloria. I mean, are both of these true? First one seems kind of obvious. Your first love was a witch named Gloria. Now that's... What's the matter? Am I wrong? On the contrary, I'm shocked. This reading you've done, you're too powerful. What you just read happened billions of years ago. How old are you? Older than this universe. How's that even possible? How can you precede the Big Bang? This is a hard one to explain through language. You know that the universe is expanding, right? Right? Well, the universe expands over something. Or I should say over nothing. I don't know how to put it into words, you know. But basically I existed before this universe. At some point, the universe you live in grew around me, and I was subjected to its rules. Before we are captured by a universe, behemoths live without shape, without mass, without time. And there were witches before the universe we live in. Yes, always inside a universe, though, in other universes that preceded this one. A witch can't exist without magic. And magic is just an extensive comprehension of reality that allows us to exploit the cosmic rules. We behemoths are the only entities I've known to be able to unexist. Unexist? It is not a precise term, but again, there are no words to describe what it is to be outside the framing of a universe. We'd better stay away from this line of thought, or you will lose your sanity before we finish your training. Wow, what was that? I felt an energy surge. That is your deck harvesting energy. Whenever you do a reading, you'll harvest magic akin to the card you drew. Fortune telling will be your main source of energy once we seal our pact. I see. Alright, the cards work. They work like a charm, I must say. You're a gifted fortune teller, my friend. Thank you. I really missed this. I almost forgot how exciting it is to dig into the secrets of the cosmic wheel. I'm so happy for you. And I am so thankful, Abramar. We're just getting started. Now get some rest. Tomorrow we'll make another card and do some more divination. Looking forward to it. Good night. Say it back! Oh, I'm loving this so far. Like, I want the full game right now, please. Abramar loves you. Do you think you'll ever be able to love a being such as him? So is that because I picked the door that I get some sort of lore and secrets by the cards that we pick as well that reveal different things? This kind of like narration here. Today's lesson is about Earth. This is a powerful one. Weren't the other ones powerful as well? Well, of course, but this one is pure potential. Literally, power. Oh, okay. Glad to see you excited. Well, let's begin the lesson, please. Okay. Earth. Earth. How can I sum it up? Earth represents determination, empowerment, everything that pushes you forward. Earth is grounding, support, the source, but also direction of your force. Earth is your drive. Earth is strength. That's it. But bear in mind that it doesn't only refer to your own capabilities, but also to the support of your allies. To master one's Earth is to be aware of where to look for potential, not to be drunk on one's power. Motherly love, loyalty, sisterhood, those are also forms of Earth energy. I understand. For the third part of our contract, we will seal our Earth energies together. Lay the question on me. Remember, your answers will affect your fate dramatically. For the Earth Seal, what do you want to become? Your main source of determination? Love, the support of my friends, conquest, defeating my rivals, myself, personal growth and self-realization. I wonder if this is almost like building a sim with a life goal, and that we would have to seek that goal because we are going to meet other characters in this, like it goes beyond this realm. And maybe you have to win them over if you click love. Maybe you have to beat them. Like, does it change the game? I wonder. Not quite sure. But very keen to find out. Honestly, when I play the real thing, I'll probably pick all the lovey-dovey ones just to try and get all of the romance that I can out of it. Romance, love, just adoration. But for this one, let's go conquest. We're being kind of a angy witch here, aren't we? Defeating my rivals. You sure are out for blood. If I don't do something with this anger, I'm going to explode. If we transform it into fuel, we'll become unstoppable. Ah, I'm all in. Just bear in mind that after you get back at Adina, you'll find new rivals or your willpower will deflate. You just chose a never-ending path of competition. Now I will seal our earth energies together. Get ready. The way that he said the never-ending, like, competition is just sounds so tiring. I'm drained. Just imagine it never ending. The power. I love Earth contracts. I almost vomited with this one. Yes, Earth has a lot of presence. I've seen other witches puke right after sealing it. I'm one of the tough ones then. Oh, you bet you are. You've been the first one not to cry during the ceremony. Although, we still have fire to seal. That one is painful even to me. Oh no. You can do this. Only one to go. Now to the fun part. Let's make a card. Just imagining him genuinely getting excited. His hands kind of like stimming next to him. Let's make a card. Ooh, I do so love this bit. So what do we have left? The Moonstone Temple. The Velana, probably the J silent, maybe. Or maybe it's an I. I can't read. Ivalana Payash Jyothi. Sunset Docks. Gem Skull Belt. Titan Quarry. 100 Column Worship. Is it meant to say warship? Definitely says worship, but let's do the Gemskull Belt. Less than a century ago, the architect witch Gretha carved 13 skull-shaped rooms out of an asteroid belt, all connected by ivory walk bridges. The rumors say these chambers turn a witch's words into energy and allow them to communicate with extra-dimensional beings. Let's do that one. On there, the Wolf Mother, a behemoth born from the erratic retelling of a popular fable. Every time a witch tells a story, the seed of knowledge absorbs the sediments of her words. When a tale is narrated enough times, a minor behemoth will appear. The Wolf Mother wanders the cosmos, adopting orphaned magical creatures. Adorable. Great job. In here we shall put... Iron Golem sounds cool. Golem. Jade Road Keepers. Got any other saucy ones in here? Oh, the Cane of Sacred Wood. Let's put in the Road Keepers. This speaks to me. Wolf Mother, how do you do? Let's have the planet behind you, because that'd be cool. Make it like a thumbnail. Oh, the little lambs. Ish cute. I like that you can just do whatever with this, honestly. Put her upside down over the planet, why not? Prego Wolf. Be cool if you could zoom out on this. There we go. Perfect. This man's got a lot of tentacles. He could probably turn himself into a helicopter if he wanted. Doc Ock over here. There we go. I'm not going to fuss too much on these because it is a demo, so it's not going to be the it's not going to be my card forever. I will probably obsess over it in the full game and make it look as nice as I can. Which is probably something to consider actually when creating the card, is do the colours of the elements that you're putting together go, and kind of plan it that way a little bit too, maybe. Probably not the way to do it, you're probably meant to like max out your power and your energy, but we go fashion over function around here. Arcana are blessed by the power of the Gem Skull Belt, a figure of protection and support. The little jade statue watches over the current. Excessive earth energy can lead to immobility. Guardian, ego, support, success, indifference, stagnation. Bloodlinks. Nicely done. Come upstairs and do a reading for me. I've got an eyeball in my belly. Okay, we have 3 cards now. Any idea on what to read next? I'm gonna read your desire. I want to find out what your true intentions are. You want to expose your teacher. You'll give me no quarter. I'm game, do your worst. I need to know, for the sake of our relationship. Like, I can't wait until the deck's built into the story, because like the writing is really good. And this is essentially the tutorial, and I'm already very into it. So like once we actually have a deck and we're interacting with all these other characters and doing readings, this game's gonna be so good. The deity in the shipwreck scrutinizes every secret. The door holds the promise for quenching many kinds of thirst. I do believe we're about to find out some source from you. You feel alone. You want to find beings to share your existence with. You want to make a difference, to have an impact on the universe. You're lonely, buddy? You feel alone. You want to find beings to share your existence with. Come on, you don't need a card to guess that. You know I spend most of my time imprisoned or exiled. Of course I feel alone. It may seem obvious to you, but to us you're a supernatural behemoth lurking on the edges of reality. No one would expect the devil to feel alone, right? I would. Well, for the same reason I don't speak in verse, I can also feel lonely. I'm not a fictional character. I know. My fault. No one teaches you to empathize with otherworldly forbidden beings. I don't blame you. Witches before your time did a great job demonizing my mythos. So basically, you'd like to have friends? Very much so. He like laughs and he's like, yes, you've got me there. I was laughing and then I was going to say something evil, but I'm so lonely. Poor thing. Still, I don't like to be pitied. Okay. I think I'm going to draw another. What for? You're quite a difficult character to read. I just can't tell what your deal is. In addition to your desire, I need to ask, why do you behave like this? What do you mean by this? Shh, let the cards speak. The Bloodlinks. You feel the need to make your superiority clear. You want to be my friend, you crave my approval. You try to hide your depression. Ooh, these go deep. I mean, we'll work out, I think, what these gems mean. It's what goes up here, right? What we get points in from the reading if we want to. Like, I could get 4 of those if I wanted to, but I'm just going to go on feel. Are you trying to hide your depression? Aren't we all? You tried to hide your... Wait, that's you. You tried to hide your depression. I am depressed. How could I be depressed? You don't even know what you're talking about. Are the cards wrong? The deck is foolproof, but there's always human error. I don't feel this card is wrong, and I'm not human, I'm a witch. You may be the almighty behemoth, but I am the fortune teller here. You're just my querent. Querent? Querent. When this happens, it usually doesn't mean that I'm wrong, but that the querent can't accept the reading. Come on, I'm older than time. I would know better. Lonely, maybe. Frustrated, resentful, for sure. But depressed, that's a human thing. I've never known a behemoth that's been depressed. Abramal, listen. It's okay. I can help you. I'm the one helping you here. Yes, and I'm grateful. But if you ever need to talk, I'll be happy to listen. You're not alone anymore. Wow, this witch. You'll feel better, I promise. Sure. You went in for the kill with this reading, didn't you? Hey, Abrama, come here. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. I know it's not my fault. It's not your fault. I know. That's my divination style. If we don't dig into the intense stuff, we might as well just have a normal conversation. You're absolutely right. I can see I won't get bored with you. What now? I'm the one that needs some rest after today's session. Go and review what we've studied so far and get ready for tomorrow's lesson. Fire is the last seal, and also the most trying of the energies. Very well. Why am I kind of shipping them now? I literally wasn't before that whole thing, and then she was caring. And the more personality he gets, I'm like, you guys should be together. Don't know how it's going to work physically, but just love each other, you know? Just companionship. Are you the leader of your coven? How would you punish someone? Were you the leader of your coven? How would you punish someone for having summoned Abramal? Would exile suffice? Would you be able to forgive something like this? Maybe you would think it worthy of death. I don't know, he seems alright. Got a bit of a weird laugh, but you know, other than that. Ready for more? Yes. How have you found the ceremony so far? Do you want to review any elements before continuing? Don't think so. It's pretty basic stuff. Understood. What's the matter? You're not as chipper as usual. Yes, I'm sorry. Fire is usually my favorite lesson, and it marks the final step before our contract becomes effective, which I'm looking forward to. But I have a bad feeling about this. That's odd. Based on your act and all so far, I thought you enjoyed the threat of dire consequences. Of course I do. That kind of adrenaline is my favorite thing in the cosmos. What is it then? Look, you're right. I better stop dwelling on silly worries and focus on our training. I'm just moody for some reason. It's not silly. What do you say we look into it with our cards after we finish today's session? That might be a good idea. It's one of the perks of being summoned by a fortune teller. So true. Man laughs like a ventriloquist dummy. You're on. It'll be a good challenge as the final test for this new deck. That's the Abramar I know. I need you sharp for the final lesson. Fire it is then. This element is usually feared by most and yearned for by those with ill will. But fire is more versatile than most magic practitioners think it is. Fire represents adversity, battle, everything that is against you. Fire is challenge, intimidation, the fuel of every battle. Fire is your wrath. Fire is conflict. Exactly. But don't just dwell on the negative aspects of that definition. Conflict also means growth. The only time fire is bad is when you're on the losing side. And even in defeat, there's a great deal of growth. We are the living example of that. Master your fire. You will conquer anything the cosmos throws at you. To tell you the truth, I'm more intimidated by water. Me too, though. I'm actually quite fond of fire. Maybe that's why we get along so well. Now, the final contract. This answer will affect your fate profoundly. For the fire seal, what will you sacrifice to access my magic? My immortality? The coven? The life of whoever I love the most? The coven? Easy answer. I want to live forever. Why would I want to live forever without the person I love? Sacrifice dem witches. The coven. Wow. That is brutal. Why? Doesn't mean they'll all die. They could just disband, right? Yes. Or they could be absorbed by a more powerful coven. Or they could all fuse into a single all-too-powerful witch. I've seen it happen. There are many possibilities, but still, to use everyone you know as payment is wild. Do you want to reconsider? Well, you're making me second guess it, but it's like, give up my immortality, give up the person I love? Would you give up? Well, I mean, what would you do? Would you give up your immortality? I know lots of people don't want to live forever, but if you're a witch and you go through all of this and you're getting back there, then surely you want your immortality still. And to give up the person you love is just crazy, because like true love is you would sacrifice everything. You would sacrifice everyone and you would sacrifice yourself for them. So how could that ever be a choice? Because otherwise they're not your real love, you know? Because if it's like true love and that is your one love, then you would never want to be in that situation, because that is the like take me situation where it's like I will die instead, you know? So it would have to be coven or your immortality. So I guess it just depends if you want to do a selfless or a selfish kind of playthrough, but we're being a vengeful witch, so the coven can jog on. It's my final answer. As you wish. I will etch your decision into the cosmic wheel and pray it doesn't break you apart when the time comes to pay the price. Brace yourself. Can't breathe. This pain, it burns. It's breaking my atoms apart. I love it. Help me, Fortuna. Criminal to end the demo there, if this is the end of the demo. I wanted to do the final reading. We're going to look at some of the characters we're going to meet, though. More behemoths. God, this is... I'm genuinely so excited for this game after playing this. This was on my list, I've covered it before, but I posted this on TikTok and the gram and it did well, but man, this demo's good. Wake up. Fortuna, wake up. Oh, there's more? There's more? Arbitrage. It's not over? What happened? Sorry, I had to wake you up. You'd been asleep for a couple of days. You dropped dead after we sealed the fire contract. I thought it might be too much, so I let you rest. I feel dizzy. I had the weirdest dreams. Oh yeah? What about? Can't remember, but it felt premonitory. Premonition, or... I saw a vision. I feel bad for waking you up, but you have some business to attend to. What do you mean? Look at the window. You've got a visitor. That falcon, that's a familiar from an arbiter. What's an arbiter? The arbitrage office is an organism composed of former witches, unaffiliated with any coven, that ensures no witch is operating outside the laws of the magical pact. They also rule over conflicts between different covens and rarely interfere with internal affairs. It was founded about 4,000 years ago, so it makes sense you don't know them? Yeah, this happened during my slumber. Why were they created? Well, both the Arbiters and the Magical Pact were created after an especially bloody witch war that ended with our coven burning 87 witches inside of a white star. Brutal. To avoid future atrocities, some witches vowed to stop using magic and focus exclusively on keeping the peace. In the beginning, it was a group of devotees who wanted to avoid tragedy, but nowadays it's mainly composed of outcasts that have to serve the arbitrage office as a lifelong punishment. Wow, things have gotten a lot bleaker since I was last put to sleep. This all happened before my time, but I'm more afraid of having witch wars than witch cops. And what do you think the Arbiter wants? Maybe they noticed I summoned you? It's impossible. My arts are untraceable. Then there's only one way to find out. Let's invite her over. Sure. I'll make myself invisible whenever you get a visit. Also, you have some energy pooled from sealing the fire contract in case you want to expand your deck before inviting the Arbiter over. Okay, plus I still owe you a reading, right? Don't worry. There will be time. Okay, but you're not off the hook. We'll look into what worries you eventually. As if I could escape you. Abramar, I want to help you. I want to be your therapist, okay? We're going to get to the bottom of it. Alright, let's create our final card. The Forgotten Factory. All of these are unlocked now. I like the sound of the fire, charred battlefield. This makes sense. Ding, 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 ding. Ooh, I like this one. The coven of the Machina cult erected these steel golems according to the instructions detailed in scriptures that the Beldam Automata handed to her coven after returning from a 70-year-long trip into a black hole. Beautiful. And within... would look good on the battlefield. I bet that you'd look pretty good on the battlefield. A ruby lamp. Great. Let's find somewhere. Where was that horse? Or the tank could be interesting. I feel like this feels the most sort of tarot-y, decky, you know? This could work. Rather than make into the stuff, I'll just have it be like they're in some sort of cosmic war machine here. Which is kind of floating up. Wait, how do I duplicate that? That's the flip. That's the dupe. There we go. Chong 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 chong. Zum 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 zum. That'll work for now. Oh. Maybe stick that on you actually. Ah, I wish I could make that way bigger, but I can't. Perf. War distorts all feeling, and also never changes. The steel golem breeds challenge and conflict. The red flame from the candle leads to disgusting discoveries. The overstimulated fire energy becomes a cleansing power. Death and rebirth, rivalry, tragedy, sabotage, adversity, change, rebirth. The Demolition Squad. That sounds like a dope card. Am I allowed to make even more? Home of Dahlia, the Daggersmith Witch. The white sands of this dominion are cursed. Earth sediments wake up and transform into bone demons. Dahlia hunts them and uses their bodies and innards to craft ceremonial knives. I can make more cards whenever I want. I guess if you have the energy to, right? And with you goes the... What do I have enough energy for? I think the obsidian sledgehammer would suit you well, wouldn't it, darling? Okay. Bum-ba-da-bum. I mean, that looks pretty good, although I think you're meant to be holding this, aren't you? Let's be real. Well, it's a big one. Zoom. Okay. I think you look better with the sledgehammer. Like somebody's MMO character. Just people making some thick elves in Warcraft, you know? It's a little hammer. A little bit of one. Let's get out there. Don't have to fuss. It's only a demo morph. Don't get obsessed. And then just all of your implements of pain and destruction are scattered at your feet in tribute, my darling. What's this? A paddle? A tickler? A feather? Actual nightmare being tickled with feathers and stuff? Eee. So ticklish. No thank you. I'm going to use every element here because it seems like we get stuff, like the more stuff you put in, or at least it changes the card, not necessarily for the better, but I'm going to stick these in to see. So we've used every element here from all of these things. Pretty good card. The Thirsty Servant. Alright. I am but your thirsty servant, sir. The White Sands curse this card. This fairy is a gateway to corruption, but also strength. The Duchess holds the key to pure bliss. The obsidian sledgehammer fixates on offering empowering revelations. Temptation, happiness, leadership, purpose, alliance. Alright. Now to this. See what they want. Dear Fortuna, my name is Thea, and I write to you from the Arbitrage Office. Your personal situation caught the attention of my superiors who tasked me with reviewing your case. I would like to interview you regarding your exile, and write a plea to your coven's leader to revisit your case if we judge the punishment to be excessive. Yours faithfully, Thea, Arbiter Badge 210, rank Waxing Crescent. Can I talk to Abramer about it? No, I guess I just invite you. No, that was fast. Thanks for having me. My name's Thea, Arbiter Badge 210. Thank you for coming, Arbiter. That's you. Thank you for coming, Arbiter. Really appreciate the office paying attention to my case. I've been isolated for 200 years so far. It's precisely why I'm here. The Arbitrage Office recently discovered your situation, and we're worried it may go awry for the community. Excessive punishments beget rancor, and 1,000-year-long exile, that's the perfect recipe to build up a lot of bad blood. And we all know what a witch can do with a surplus of bad blood. But I'm here to help you. Let me know about your case, and we'll look for a way to make you feel better. Thank you. I already had a meeting with Adina, the leader of your witch clan. Adana told me that you... I'm just going to change your name every time, it's fine. Edana told me that you predicted the fall of your coven. She explained to me that she didn't punish you for that, though. She punished you because of how you handled it. Apparently you plunged the coven into chaos, giving ill advice to any witch, telling them to prepare for the end times. And those actions almost destroyed the coven before its time. So she decided to exile you and deprive you of your deck so you can meditate on the range and meaning of your powers. Now that the official version, that's the official version, I'm interested in what you have to say. Do you think what you did was wrong? A premonition that grave should be disclosed to the community. You don't agree with your leader's judgment. That's not dangerous per se, but it's a bad ingredient to add to the pot of imprisonment. What would you have done then? If the end were nigh, you'd like to know, right? I shouldn't give my opinion. I have to act as a neutral party, Fortuna. Next question. Do you think your punishment is fair? No, it's excessive. I understand. Hardly anyone would accept this kind of sentence. How are you coping with centuries of isolation? It's horrible. Help me, please. Oh no. We need to fix your situation. Top priority. Thank you. I think we can at least alleviate your sentence, somehow. I still don't understand why Adana deprived you of your tarot deck. I mean, if you're isolated, what does she care if you have your magic or not? It's something I'm supposed to reflect on while I'm exiled. It's a pity. I'd have loved to have had my fortune read. Anyway, before I leave, as an arbiter, I'm obliged to ask. Anything to confess? Actually, I'm crafting a new deck for divination. Oh, wow. That's bold. I don't think what you're doing is illegal. Adana took your tarot deck from you, but she doesn't have authority over your new creations, yet. I'm sure she won't be happy to hear it, though. You don't need to report to Adana, right? I trust in the office's neutrality. Of course, unless you break the magical pact or it becomes relevant during a trial, we won't disclose sensitive information from our investigation. In any case, what I'm crafting is to give them more clear, different coloured names. In any case, what I'm crafting isn't a tarot deck, it's something new. Oh, really? Can I see it? Would you like a reading? As an arbiter, it's my duty to make sure that your new project doesn't break the magical pact, so... I would love a reading very much, yes please. It'll be my pleasure. Is there something you want to ask the deck? I want to know what's in the future regarding my career as an arbiter. Very well. I'm going to draw 2 cards for you. The first to look for opportunities and good omens, and the second to warn you of challenges or adversities. Ah, that's scary. Would you prefer not to know? No, please, go ahead. Here we go. The blood links. Oh, and I can say whether it's good or bad. I think blood links would be good. You and I will become allies. You're going to be promoted to a higher rank. We're going to become allies, my darling. In the future, you and I will become allies. Oh, really? That's what the card said. Since it came up in the good slot, I'm sure this alliance is going to be very fruitful. Or at least it will be for you, since it's your fortune we're reading. I'll make sure this is something good for both of us. I'll never deceive someone who helped me. Provided you don't break the law, of course. I know. And now the bad. The demolition squad. Oh boy. You're going to kill a witch? I see war. You will be sent into combat. What if I'm the witch she kills? Oh my. You're gonna kill a witch? Me? That's impossible. Is there any scenario in which an arbiter could take down a witch? Well, yes. I mean, it's super rare. That witch would have to be caught doing something terrible, like being on an uncontrollable murder rampage, or being about to summon a forbidden behemoth. I don't know. That would be awful. Yes. And that's as a last resort. We should always attempt arrest first. It's good to know. If I find myself in the situation you foresee, I'll do my best to avoid casualties, I promise. I don't know if this is something avoidable, but do your best. Understood. What do you think of my new deck? I want to be feared. I can see you are a formidable witch. Now I understand why Adana would be afraid of you. So our choice changed that. And her reaction, so if we had done adored, she might be like, oh my god, you're amazing. So you really are kind of shaping people's reactions to you. That's interesting. That wasn't my intention. I'm sorry. No. I'm the one that's sorry. I hope I didn't offend you during the interview. Would you let me make it up to you? What do you mean? I'll put in a request to lift your ban on visitation. Can you really do that? Yeah, I'm not breaking any rules or anything. I just requested a permit from my main office. It'll become effective as soon as my Arbiter's notebook gets updated with the moon stamp. Arbitrage forms are updated in the Master Grimoire as soon as my pen touches the paper. All of what I've written so far is already in the office archives. Talk about efficiency. Yeah, there are witch covens all around the universe. We can't afford to be traveling back and forth to the moon temple all the time. Makes sense. And it's official. You can now receive guests. I hope that helps. This makes me happier than I can express. Really? That's good. Thank you so much. I'm just doing my job. Do you want me to let your coven know? Just let Jasmine and Dahlia know for now. I'm not ready to go public yet. It's been 200 years. I understand. I'll send a falcon to each of them. Thanks. Should be going now. Thank you for your time, and thank you for letting me experience your powers. Even if it was so ominous. Take care. Let me know if you face any inconveniences, okay? Bye. Fear me. And then we can have visits. Making of a witch. We under Earth. And I had a 5-minute long orgasm. No way, shitting me. How do you know it was 5 minutes? Were you counting? I swear, I don't know what he did to me. I pushed him away when I started coming. He rolled up a cigarette and smoked it while watching me squirm. When he put it away, I was still fighting the last spasms over the carpet. I'm so jealous. I want to have a supergasm too. How did he do it? Well, he put this... What? He put a special what where? He put a what now? That played a major role, but I think it was a combination of many factors. This game's making me blush. The incense, the cocktails he prepared, the music, the smell of the sea. The planets just aligned, what can I say? It's so cool. Hearing about your sex adventures is so fun. You should write a book. I'd rather keep it between us. I don't want everybody to discover that I'm a sex goddess. Imagine dealing with all those slimy middle-aged guys at the office. True, true. You should calm down with the sex goddess stuff a little, or you'll end up finding trouble. More trouble, I mean. Oh, come on. It's only been a couple of scares. What's life for if not to enjoy ourselves? You need to find someone half as good as me to understand all the good sex you've been missing out on, sis. Ew. I've got to say, I wouldn't mind experiencing for myself what a goddess can do. What are you saying? You have Alicia. Actually, we broke up. Girl, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry, Eva, what happened? We've been dating since high school, and I guess we just drifted apart. But you looked so good together the last time we had dinner at your apartment. Yeah, we've always been good at putting up a front. But the truth is, this last year we've been fighting too many times a week. What about? Stupidest details. I have my theory about what was pissing Alicia off anyway. I tried to confront her about it, but she wouldn't admit it, because that would make her a bad person or something. There's all the activism, right? How did you know? No, I just said it because it pisses me off a bit, to be honest. Patrice! I guess sometimes I can be a bit too passionate. It's not that. Being around someone that fundamentally good can be frustrating. I mean, you're vegan, only consume local produce, wear repurposed clothes, volunteer at a soup kitchen. But that's not much of a sacrifice. It's about working on your habits, really. Come on. Okay, I get it, but I never asked Alicia to do all those things. Like I said, it's not your fault, but I couldn't be happy eating Burger King and wearing leather boots next to you. Come on, I'm sure their relationship was more complicated than that. Nah, she's dead right. She just couldn't stand this goody two-shoes. Look, the sea. That smells so good. We're here, girls. Let's offer our souls to the ocean and cleanse all the shit we picked up from the sea. Can't wait to see the meteor shower. Meteor? I'm gonna wish for the three of us to leave everything behind and come live here. I love you. Always so corny. We love you too. Fortuna, are you a virgin? What? Why would you ask that? You never talk about dating, and I've never known any boyfriends or girlfriends of yours. I've had sex, I've never had a relationship. Don't try to look cool. My sister had sex once in high school and that's it. There's nothing wrong with that, I was just curious. I don't know. I like sex, I think. But I rarely find anyone that piques my interest. Well, don't worry, you'll find someone special eventually. He might be a giant behemoth up in space, you know, with a massive, like, odd insect-looking snake tail, but, you know, whatever works for you, babe. And if she doesn't find anyone, that's alright too. Relationships are overrated. Maybe. Stay out of my business, you two. It's the next stop, I'm pulling over. Oh, I love this. It's so different from everything we've done so far. I'm gonna start preparing dinner. You feel like pizza? Yes! My body is so ready for pizza. I'm ready for pizza. I might order pizza tonight. Do it, sis. Coming right up. We get to make pizza? Okay. Pepperoni. Of course. So much pepperoni. Double cheese, double pepperoni, that is the key. The double cheese is key because they have to put like new fresh cheese and stuff on, and it's like makes a spongy base, you know, and it's like biting into a bouncy castle of cheese. I'm gonna make this nice and symmetrical like I'm Wes Anderson. If I can. Love pizza. What's your favorite pizza? You know, in a comment. I love the meaty ones. Love some jalapenos. Throw some jalapenos on there. Do love some olives as well. I'm a fan of barbecue chicken pizza as well. That's a nice one. And those are probably my tops, actually. Meat, either with or without jalapenos. And then maybe if I'm feeling like some different flavors, it would be a chicken barbecue. Barbecue sauce, like pizza, is really good. Love barbecue sauce. But I think my go-to order is always the double cheese, double pepperoni. Simple, you know. Oh man, I'm just thinking about the pizza I'm gonna have tonight now. Okay, that's sort of as symmetrical as I can get that. Looks like a sun of pepperoni. Is this mozzarella? Mushrooms. Do you do mushrooms in your pizza or not? I don't mind them on a pizza, but generally I'm like, nah. Throw some olives on there. Honestly, I've given up on the symmetrical thing. I've been making this pizza for too long. Just enjoying this demo so much. Some olives. What's these? Like oregano or something? This looks like the worst pizza ever. Needs more pepperoni. Oh look, you can multi-drag too. Let's just make my favorite pizza. And it's going to be a mozzarella crust. I just invented a new pizza. Crust is made of mozza. This game's kind of saucy, huh? Some of the stuff they were coming out with there, I don't know if I've ever played a game that uses that kind of language. Quite adult. Dun, dun, dun. Doesn't bother me, but I wonder where how far it'll go in the real game. Goodness me. Mozza crust. Mozzarella crust. This would be so messy to eat. You'd have to like eat it with a spoon. Knife and fork, maybe. This is far too much cheese. Thank God we're sharing. Mushroom. 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 It's a mushroom face. It's a mushroom person on a pizza. They got a pepperoni skin. You're gonna eat them. Have you ever seen a mushroom man? With hair of oregano, hair of oregano, sprigs, sprigs, sprigs for hair. He's a mushroom, he doesn't care. There's something magic about this dough. Having a sister that owns a food truck sure is a perk. Yeah, thanks for the pizza and for the ride, Fortuna. Although, I'll just have one slice. The pepperoni. Yeah, too much for me. You're vegan. Oh, that was rude of me, sorry. I didn't even clock that. I wonder if you make it vegan. She's like, oh, thank you so much. Why don't you just pick it off? It already sweated all over the pizza. I wouldn't mind making an exception, especially with cheese, but pepperoni's a step too far. Sorry, Eva. I'll go and make another one. No, don't worry. brought some fruit in case you made something I should skip. I'm sorry, but also 3 people, we made 1 pizza. I'm making 3. We're having a pizza each. You're telling me what you want on it, and I'm making a pizza for you. I wouldn't want to impose. Really, it's no problem. Alright, it's alright, seriously. I'm just happy to be here. I'm so excited, I'm not even hungry. Okay, I'm sorry. On the other hand, I'm starving and I love pepperoni, so you made my day. Great, cosmic balance restored. I could have done without the arugula though. I don't even know what I put on there. I guess that was the oregano. By the way, how long until the meteor shower? It could start any minute. We'll definitely be watching stars fall in less than an hour. What are you girls going to be asking for? We're not supposed to tell, are we? It's up to you. I believe the stars don't care about what you say out loud. What are you going to wish for? Many things. I have a list. I guess my most important wish is I want to become a better person. What do you mean? You're already a good person. Don't bother sweet-talking me. I can tell. I see it reflected in you. And in people at the office, and in every guy after they... I'm obnoxious. You could work on your empathy a bit, yeah. Fortuna. It's okay. We promised we'd never bullshit each other, right? Little asshole. I love you. I love you too. I'll never get you too. Also now remembering that we said we would sacrifice all these people, so our coven is done for, including the fates of these girls. I guess we're a pair of mean sisters, and that's all there is to it. Do you plan to wish for, Eva? I want to save the world. Come on. You can't really be that selfless. No, really. Makes me really anxious. Even with everything I do, no matter if I recycle, consume critically, go to rallies, or donate part of my income to fight poverty, the world moves in the wrong direction, always. We can't fight whoever's in the driver's seat. I want the stars to help me, not give up against impending doom. Sorry. Eva, would you like me to help you figure this stuff out with my cards? Oh yes, please. I've been thinking about your tarot deck all day, but was too shy to ask. You know I enjoy reading your fortune. Please go ahead. Alright, what do you want to know? I want to know about the world's fate. It's very brave. You sure you want to ask the tarot about this? Yes. Even if what we find out is something terrible? Yes. Okay. We'll look into the fate of the world. Is this when she made the reading for the coven? I'd like to know what I can do to make it a better place. Understood. Focus on those questions in your mind while I shuffle the cards. The beast, the keeper of everything that is forbidden, their servants ooze with lust and invite you to fall into temptation, enlightenment beyond corruption. That could be your actions. What if we reverse it? Nothing you do will matter. Give up and have fun. You'll set up a guerrilla propaganda group that becomes famous worldwide. Your most effective course of action is to resort to illegal and aggressive methods. Let's have us set up a guerrilla propaganda group. What's that? I sense in the future there'll be many more channels for communication, beyond newspapers, radio and TV, free from the control of media outlets, and you'll be at the head of a notorious group whose message spreads throughout many countries. Doesn't sound bad. I've always wanted to be able to encourage as many people as possible. Handing out flyers at the university hasn't been super effective up to this point. Well, congrats, you're gonna get your megaphone. You're gonna be on TikTok, babe. Tell me about the world. The Emperor sits atop a stark, barren mountain, a sign of an unyielding power, the ultimate male ego, confidence power. Climate change will make human life unsustainable. We'll take refuge in massive domed cities. You get to witness the beginning of an era of space travel. Humanity will expand beyond the solar system. A non-human entity will rule over us and make us all happy. I mean, sign me up for both of these second ones. Let's say we go to space. Really? That's amazing. How can you tell? You won't get to set foot on other planets, but your grandson will prosper on Mars. You're just messing with me, right? On the other hand, the Earth will slowly die, overexploited in service of the conquest of space. Many animal species will perish. In time, Earth will be reduced to a planetary slum. Stop, just stop. You're messing with me, right? I swear to you, this is what the cards are telling me. You're usually more vague, like, there will be an opportunity to develop yourself, or you will soon face a challenge. Now you're like channeling visions from another dimension or something. Yeah, I'm surprised too. Maybe it's the energy of the meteor shower, or some planets we don't know about just aligned over my deck. But I see it as clear as I can see your face. This is the fate of the world. So my guerrilla propaganda, whatever, will be heard. Wait, it says my... Okay, a little typo there, it's meant to be her. My guerrilla propaganda, whatever, will be heard around the universe, huh? Hopefully it helps me keep humans from fucking up more planets. I didn't expect the cards to be this wild and specific. I'm so sorry. It's alright. It's been scary, but also fun. If your prediction ever becomes real, my grandchildren will think I've lost it when I keep telling them how my friend predicted all this through tarot. You're aware that you just totally screwed with Eva's head, right? I didn't mean to. Come on, it hasn't been that bad. A future that distant just feels like fiction, prophecy or not. What about you? Now that you know the fate of the world, what are your plans? I feel sorry for the Earth, but I believe it would be beautiful for humanity to reach other planets. I love space. I would love to leave this planet. Maybe you'll get to visit Mars? I don't think so. Fortuna foretold I'll have bone cancer in my 50s, so I doubt I'll ever get to reach the stars. That's horrible. Why did you tell your sister that, Fortuna? We were kids. I dared her to read as far as she could into my future. I've never read to anyone's end ever again. I felt a terrifying presence lurking beyond my vision. Like if I could keep on reading beyond death, then... Now I'm scared. I'll never forget that feeling. At that moment, my fortune-telling skills were enhanced in some way. I've never been wrong since then. It's true. I can vouch for that. Don't tell me that. I don't want the world to go bananas. Maybe we can fight magic with magic. Look, the meteor shower's begun. Let's ask the shooting stars to fix the scary future. Since it's just the three of us on this beach, why don't we tell the stars what we want out loud? I already told you what I'm going to wish for, so I'm okay. Okay. I'll go first. Please, stars, save the world from the fate Fortuna foretold. Give us a chance to make it right. You made my sister sound like a villain. Oh, don't say that. Stars, please make my sister happy. Help her find whatever she's always been looking for. Hey, weren't you going to wish to become a better person? Nah, that wouldn't suit me. I'd rather use my wish to take care of my little sister. That means you're a good person already. Oh, shut up. Don't ruin my cool moment. Come on, Fortuna, ask him. Speak from your heart. It doesn't matter. Please, tell us. Where's your mind? What's the thing you want that's so wild only the stars could give it to you? I want you to be happy. I know there is something else. I smell it in the sea breeze. I keep seeing it in the dance of every flame. When I look at my cards, I can tell that magic is real. Everyone's always reminding me of how childish I am. I don't want to be a woman. I want to be... Ah, so those were our friends, and that's when we became a witch. So that's not our coven, so they won't die, maybe? Wow, that scene was... Whew, God damn. I don't know why, that music and everything, I feel like that was like a bit powerful and emotional, wasn't it? Jeez. Well, this is the end of the demo. Thank you so much for playing. Do you want to know what happens next? There are many witches to meet, messes to deal with. In any case, this is as far as you can play today. You can quit playing here, but I'm going to give you some extra energy in case you want to fool around a bit with the card editor. And again, thank you for your time. And hey, you'd be doing me a solid if you added this game to your wish list. Just saying. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this demo as much as I did. I can't wait for the full thing. Please do hit subscribe for more indie gaming playthroughs, and have a beautiful rest of your day. There are some videos on the screen if you want to go on another adventure. Until then, good night.